Hey everybody, I want to take a second to talk to you about the Mana Traders series. Mana Traders is now sponsoring the channel, RW Hobbies, or RW Makes Magic, helping me get all the decks I need to make the videos that everybody wants to watch, so really appreciate that. But another big thing that's awesome about this is I get to play in the Mana Traders series, which is an awesome series. Best prizes online at the moment. 15,000 monthly payout, that's to all their players, free entry. It's open to all, even non-Mana Traders users, but the Mana Traders users, like people subscribe, get 10x prize multiplier, so you get a lot more prizes if you're subscribed. And honestly, it's really hard to play Magic Online nowadays without Mana Traders. I was one of the lucky few who could keep doing it because I had a large collection from before they started, but there's not very many people like me left that just have an old collection on Magic Online, and honestly, even with that old collection, it was still really hard for me to change decks and keep trying out new things. And now that I have, Mana Traders back, I feel like I'm gonna be able to do a lot more videos, do a lot more with the thing. And honestly, I don't think you can get into Magic Online without using it nowadays. I think it's just a must-use. And if you want to get subscribed to Mana Traders, you can help out the channel by using code A22EN when you subscribe. You get 15% off, be eligible to play in all these series. Even get to battle against me on there. So, should be a lot of fun. And remember, I'm going to let you get to the content now, but remember, if you would subscribe, it would really help the channel. So, thanks everybody for that. And with that, we'll talk to you next time. Welcome everybody to another episode of Making Magic Happen, brought to you by RW Hobbies and Games in Livonia, Michigan. I'm Zach, and today we got a sweet one for you. It's on theme, on brand, all of the above things. A lot of cool stuff happening. But before we get into the deck tech, I'd like to remind everybody, please click the subscribe button, click the like button. All of that really helps me grow the channel, helps me keep doing these, and I would really appreciate it if you would. Now, let's get into what's happening here. So, it's late October, we're getting into Halloween, and it's time to play a spooky deck. We've got some Skyclave apparitions here, the ghost that haunts. We've got some nightmares happening, Elspeth's Nightmare, in fact. We've got Elspeth conquering death, even. It's Halloween themed. We've got the Eerie Ultimatum, bring back all the ghosts, all the spooky things. We've even got Trail of Crumbs here, in case the Hansel and Gretel thing, witches, I don't know, all of that. We've got a Wicked Wolf, which seems on brand for spooky stuff, I guess. I don't know. It counts, so we're counting it. And we even got the Apex of Death, Nethroy himself, here to do some shenanigans. I don't know. But we got Nethroy here. He's going to do stuff. We're going to see how this card plays. So what we're doing here is we're playing a Yorion Blink deck. About a week ago at this point, green-white Yorion kind of dominated a Channel Fireball event. And even before that, we had Orzhov Yorion Doom Foretold decks doing pretty well. And neither of them are really holding up in this metagame. So maybe the answer is just combine them and see how that goes. So that's what we're going to try today. We're putting two good flavors that are good on their own that will taste even better together or be spookier. One of those things. We're going to find out. And we're going to see how it goes. So we're using the green food cards that are very strong. We've got Gilded Goose, Trail of Crumbs, Wicked Wolf, and Golden Egg. All those cards work excellently with Yorion, but they are not enough to hold up to the blue Yorion decks on their own. So we've added some black cards in Doom Foretold, Elspeth's Nightmare, and Acquisitions Expert to be better at attacking blue decks' resources and blue decks' hands. And then we get the thing that the green decks really were lacking, which is the KO punch, the I win cards. And that's Eerie Ultimatum, Agadeem's Awakening, and a Nethroy. Now, Nethroy, I believe, is worse than these two, but it's a permanent you can hit off of activating Trail of Crumbs, which I think is important. I think it's important to have access to cards like that because this really is kind of your main engine. And Doom Foretold is just a really good card against a lot of strategies. It really, puts a lot of damper on their resources. And, Blinking Acquisitions Expert's going to do a lot of the same things. Acquisitions Expert's just also a great card. You get a card out of their hand, sack it to your Doom Foretold, bring it back with Agadeem's, sack it to Doom Foretold again, bring it back with Eerie Ultimatum, sack it again, bring it back with Nethroid, and all of a sudden they have no cards and you have a giant battlefield. Also good to blink with Charming Prince. This deck looks like it's going to have a lot of value, be a lot of fun. It's also nice that all the creatures' power is really low, actually. Like, your Goose dies, 0 power. Charming Prince, 2/2, but, has a lot of effect. Acquisitions Expert, 1 power. Wicked Wolf, really powerful 4-drop, gets bigger than 3/3, but is a 3/3 in your graveyard, and kind of the same thing with Skyclave Apparition. Very powerful 3-drop, but only a 2/2, and this brings back 10 power worth of things, which in this deck is generally going to be almost every creature in your graveyard. Especially, if a Yorion died, it's not crazy. You could bring back, a Goose, a Charming Prince, a Yorion, a Skyclave Apparition, and a Llanowar Visionary off of Mutate from Biolante. In the sideboard here, we got some Blood Chief's Thirst as cheap removal against, low-to-the-ground creature aggro decks. Agonizing Remorse for even more discard against the blue decks. And also, some graveyard hate against the red-black decks if we play those. Skyclave Apparition, or Skyclave Shade, excuse me. Keeping on brand with the spooky stuff, but against rogues, nice to have a recurable threat you can just keep bringing back. Also works really well with Doom Foretold, for the record. Mythos of Nethroi. This is one I feel like maybe there should be another copy of, but I only have 2. But just nice to have a catch-all destroy any permanent. Would not be shocked if, one of these, I should have a 3rd. And then we got Realm Cloak Giant, which looks a little weird, but is, a really good fit in this deck because I can get it with Trail of Crumbs. It's a sweeper I can find with Trail of Crumbs, so it's easy to find. It's, creature I can bring back with Agadeem's Awakening and Eerie Ultimatum, which, isn't the greatest. It's just a vanilla 7/7, but, when I'm casting these cards for giant amounts of mana anyway, it's just nice to get that little free extra value, and adventure creatures are great, so we'll see how it lines up. I did consider some giant killers, and I think there's a chance I should be playing them. I think that card's very good. But we'll see. I don't know. Might make room for those going forward over maybe some of the Blood Chief's Thirst. We'll see where this goes. Still trying some stuff out. The shell feels very powerful. I know a decent amount of people are playing it this weekend. I will say, too, just one other note before we get started. I've seen a lot of Temple of Maladies in this deck, and you people need to check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, because Zaggoth Triome is way better in this deck. In fact, it's not even close. The Scry is fine. I'll take a Scry, but people are milling you a lot in this format anyway, so your Scrys often get milled. You rarely get to keep them. Triome, late game when you're flooding can always get you your card, but even more than that, it's your green-black duel that still casts your Yorion, which can be really important when you are putting pathways on not the white color, or just drew a couple swamps or forests. It can be hard to cast Yorion sometimes, or Elspeth Conquers Death, just gonna be hard to cast. But it can be hard to cast Yorion sometimes, so really nice to be able to just have your green-black duel cast this card. So that's where we're at. Let's get in and start battling. Alright, we've won the die roll in round 1. And we got a little bit of an awkward hand, but it's not a bad one. I do, in fact, think it's a keep. I think it's pretty easy. Just jam a turn 3 wolf here if they have creatures. If they don't, I'll play it on turn 4. But looks like a pretty good hand. Ooh, that was a good draw. I'm not going to cycle this. You want to get a lot of lands in play in this deck. A lot of lands in play in this deck. You're casting giant stuff. I need to get up to 7 mana. But I am happy to trade stuff off all the time. And if opponent doesn't give me anything to Wicked Wolf here, I will happily just put a Yorion in my hand. No issue with that. Ooh, that's a good one, the Wicked Wolf. Although it does die. So I'm going to have to use the food. Oh, that's just even better. In fact, that's a lot better. Let's do that. Love that. Alright. I can just start getting the value. All the value. Oh, it's glorious. So much value. So opponent milled a bunch of stuff that doesn't really matter here. I feel like this game is going to get grindy, which is what I love. You just want the games to get so grindy. This is wonderful. I've already got Biolante. Or Nethroi. I don't even know. This thing looks terrifying. I don't know what it is. It's apparently a cat nightmare beast. This doesn't look very much like a cat, but here we are. Very terrifying. Timmy! Alright, they got a Timmy. Let's sack of food. Get a nice little trail trigger here. Kind of want to just keep hitting my lands, but Visionary is also pretty good. Yeah, let's Visionary. We can get a white source here anyway. We got double of all our colors. We'll find another land. We can even say... Oh, there we go. Drew the land anyway. Perfect. Great call on that then. I do think, though, that I am supposed to just play the wolf and just get rid of this 2-2 and stonewall the rest of them. I just want to be trading off resources. That sounds great to me. I'm pretty interested here in just cracking a food and drawing another card. Seems great. I'm just going to grind this deck into oblivion. This deck does not do well against exile-based stuff, against Yorion decks in general. In fact, I'm kind of their nightmare matchup, and I'm a nightmare because I just grind them out so badly. Yeah, I'll take 2. It doesn't really matter. Looks like 4-mana spell. Maybe they're going to kill my goose here? No, a Cruxa. Ah, alright. Kind of feel like I'm supposed to discard Biolante. It's fine. Not the end of the world. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to sacrifice my food. That card might have been important. I don't think it's actually going to matter. I definitely should have sacked the food in response. That was just a bad play. Yeah, in retrospect, I wish I had, but here we are. Do I want the egg? The egg seems kind of good. I don't mind a land either. I think I'm going to take the egg. I feel like we'll draw another land after cantripping a bunch. And we drew it anyway. Perfect. So I can actually put Yorion in my hand and cast Yorion next turn, which is very interesting. Let's see what my Visionary draws. Another land? Okay. So I do think I'm supposed to Golden Egg. Ooh, another Wicked Wolf, huh? Yeah, so I can cast Yorion next turn, which is great. I'm going to have to sack the egg to do it, but it's nice that this is actually a food, so my goose can sack it to make mana. I might not go that route. I might just put Yorion in my hand and Wicked Wolf, which, yeah, probably is a better play. Alternatively, I can, like, Wicked Wolf plus Charming Prince, which also sounds pretty interesting. Opponent can bring back Cruxa here. I will definitely just discard a forest if they do that. It seems like they're trying to bring back Cruxa. That's what it feels like to me. Alright, it might be time to Yorion. This card's actually pretty scary when it's in play. Yeah, still not going to block. Alright. So do we want to do the wolf line? We can fight something. Wolf plus Charming Prince is pretty interesting. We can kill a lot of the opponent's board here. Yorion in hand, too, is also, like, not that bad. Alright, I think I found the line I want to do here. Let's wolf something here. I would like to get this channeler out of play, stop my opponent's engine. I'm going to put the forest in play. You're going to Charming Prince, exile this wolf, sure. One of the wolves, doesn't really matter. And no attacks, end of turn. My wolf will kill this 2/2. And now what happens here is opponent's going to be very tempted to attack with Cruxa. And what I can do is double block with the wolves, the one they assign in front. I can then sacrifice a food to get indestructible. And I can even pay one of my Llanowar Visionary to get a trigger. So, seems like a pretty bad spot for the opponent. Now, obviously, if they have a removal for the other wolf, it doesn't go all that good for me. But I'm not losing the front one, so not really the end of the world here. I think I can still take 2. I hope it gives me priority back. Please give me priority back after this. I did not set a stop. This could go very bad for me. Alright, we might have a stop now. I don't know. We maybe have a stop. Oh, we did. I don't really know how it got assigned. It looks like this one's in front. I hope that is correct. Does look like opponent has a removal spell, which honestly their deck is like all removal. It's not crazy that they would. Elspeth's Nightmare is kind of good here. Is it better than like a Llanowar Visionary? I really wanted another land so I could put Yorion in my hand and cast it. I think Nightmare is going to be better. Getting rid of this deck's graveyard is just excellent. Yeah, obviously, a kill spell here is not great, but if they have to use, if it's like a Hagramaller or something that uses like a decent portion of their turn, I'm totally fine with it. Okay. Yeah, this is bad for me. So that was not great. Definitely not great. Okay, we did draw the land. That was mostly what we were looking for. I think I'd rather have Grim Climb. So we're going to exile all of these. And I do think I'm probably supposed to do the Charming Prince line, but gaining 3 life here is somewhat tempting. I'm not taking damage from Cruxa, though. I'm just going to exile Yorion. I think this is right. I'll be able to gain a lot of life next turn. It seems like they're going to kill Yorion, which, you know, obviously makes me wish I had gained the life, but I think this is still fine. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay. Interesting. Pretty tempted to just block Cruxa with the Goose here. I'm going to discard the Golden Egg. Alright, now the life total is getting a little low, but we have a bunch of food we can sack. We have the Charming Prince Yorion loop, which is kind of where you're trying to get to with this deck. We've got Nightmare next turn to kill the Triton and start exiling their graveyard. They only have 2 cards left. It kind of seems like they've run out of gas. Although, something like an Agadeem's Awakening here would be pretty bad, although it doesn't seem like they have that. I actually think I'm just going to send out the Charming Prince. I want these permanents because I might need to do stuff with them next turn. Alright, another Goose. Not too bad. Let's get this Triton out of here and get to work getting rid of this graveyard. I'm going to play the Goose Man. And let's attack with Yorion since it's going to get exiled anyway. It ain't blocking. Alright, they have the Hagramoling. Fair. I was supposed to do this after the Cruxa attack. Well, here we are. I'll take a Visionary. I think I'm supposed to exile the Visionary. Let's get some value here. Probably blocking with the Goose again. All we're doing here is just waiting until we get to Eerie Ultimatum or Agadeem's Awakening, and the game is going to go... It's just going to be done at that point. I think I'm actually supposed to block with the Prince. I'm kind of getting to a point where I want to be bringing... Like, I want stuff in my graveyard anyway, and Agadeem's wants, different costs, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here already. And they're like the ones you want to bring back with Agadeem's, so... Great little curve there. Agadeem's is just game winning at this point. Ooh, opponent has an Agadeem's though. It's not bad. They have a Murderous Rider. Well, we can get rid of that. I think we will. That one. Alright, so opponent's left with nothing here. Let's, sacrifice a food, see what happens. Alright, I wanted that one. Shame. I think I'm just going to play the land. And I will sacrifice a food on the opponent's turn after Cruxa attacks. Try and hit something good for next turn. I am taking a decent amount of damage here, which isn't great. But I do get to gain life off of the food sacrifice. I'm going to block like that and like that. And then let's sack a food. Ooh, Doom Foretold, sweet. I'll take a Doom Foretold here. Oh, they had another Cruxa? Well, that's a really annoying draw step. They can bring it back, but it's actually good timing for them because this is about to exile everything. Oh, that was a really good draw step for them. Well, the good news is it's our turn to have a really good draw step. That's not really it. It's not bad, though. So I'm going to kill the channeler. And then pass. Kind of a sketchy situation here. Really, I'm just waiting. I am one draw step away from just, like, destroying the opponent. So that's kind of where we're at. Things could get bad for me if opponent drew a removal spell, but it's not really the end of the world. Okay. That's not great, but it's fine. It works. Actually, this doesn't work, right? Oh, boy. So there's no way to really play around Cruxa here. Alright. Just have to sack this, I guess. I'm not going to use the trail because I'm just discarding the card I draw no matter what it is, which is unfortunate. Trade here, block here, and this is the turn. We need to draw something. So many good draw steps, and we never saw any of them. Where are my Agadeems or my Eerie Ultimatums? I guess I discarded the Biolante earlier and it would have been really good, but I don't know. Tough. Tough spot. Post-board, though, we get answer to Cruxa. It felt like the only reason they won is because they got to attack with Cruxa 15 times, which a little bit annoying. I'm going to bring in some kill spells for it. Never found a Skyclave Apparition either, which would have just like cleanly exiled it. Yeah. I don't think ECD is very good against red-black. It's like okay. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I do think Skyclave's kind of good. Yeah, I'm going to bring in Skyclave over the Acquisitions. Acquisitions is fine. Nothing special. And sure, let's bring in... No, I don't really want the Remorse. I mean, Remorse is fine. We're bringing in a Mythos of Nethroi. Alright, I feel like this should be a good matchup. I feel like I'll be disappointed if I lose this. I think I maybe mismanaged the Cruxa discards. It felt like we could grind through it until we found a Skyclave or a Mythos or not Mythos, Agadeems or Ultimatum or whatever it was, but we didn't. Alright, this has no green mana. I think it's a mulligan. This hand does seem good. Trouble casting the double white stuff, but I think still fine. Question is, what are we bottoming here? I think this card is so good I'm just supposed to keep it. Kind of want to just bottom the Wicked Wolf. I don't have any food stuff. Yeah, I'll do that way. Just kind of hoping to draw a white source here. I could have also bottomed this Yorion, actually. I think that would have been fine, but... Ooh, that is a white source. That plays. Yeah, now I really wish I had that wolf, but here we are. Seems like they're going to kill my goose. Alright, goose got stomped. White source. You know that feeling where you just want to draw the one white... You just need one white source. You just want to draw that one white source, and instead of drawing a white source, you draw the double white spell. Yep, I know the feeling. I know the feeling all too well. I think it's Yorion here. We got another Yorion we can get. This card's just going to be very good in this matchup. I stand by that. Probably should have put this in my hand. I was a little tilted by not drawing the white source, so that might have been just a huge mistake. Alright, we got a white source. I get to pop the Doom Foretold here immediately because they have no permanents. So even though I don't have anything to sack, I still think it's going to be good here. Just cantrips, makes them discard a card, puts a 2/2 in play. Just a good card here. Get the engine running. What is it going to be, opponent? Ooh. Biolante. Oh, is this a... It's just a knight, too? I can mutate onto this? It costs 7 to mutate, sadly. But I can do it. Agonizing Remorse, huh? Alright, well. Something's getting taken from the hand here. Yeah, they know about the Apex of Death. That's not one you want to let chill. That one's going to do a lot of damage. Oh, another Doom Foretold. That was an excellent draw. Just take your 3-for-1s where you can get them. Oh, we're discarding here. They're not that close to Crux, although they're kind of close. This makes white. Kind of wish it made black. All of my best spells are triple black. Okay, we got another Croxa here. I think I'd rather have the land than the Skyclave at this point. I'm going to put this in my hand, play out the Goose, make a green source, and no attack it. So Crux is coming back here. Maybe I was supposed to save the Goose to discard. Or the Pathway. I was probably supposed to save the Pathway. That might have been a mistake. No, it was probably supposed to be the Goose. I think I punted. Because I want both of these cards pretty bad. Crux is definitely coming back here. The good news is that it uses all of their resources, and then I just eat it with a Skyclave. Alright, Return of Cruxa. Yep, I'll discard Yorion. I hate it, but I will. I should have held the Goose. That was a really bad play on my part. So happy I kept the Goose. It's a really good play on my part. Oh, that is beautiful. Now we got our beautiful little card draw engine going on here. Oh, they know. Stomp the Goose. Yep. Makes sense. I think I'd rather have the black sort, the mana at this point. I want to start getting up to my big hits. I think this card in this deck might actually just be better than the Ultimatum, just because of Trail of Crumbs. I would not be shocked if that was the case. I'm uncertain of that, though. It does seem like opponent's kind of out of stuff. I mean, they're winning on the battlefield, but I'm at 24. We got another Doom Foretold. That's beautiful. Question is, do I want to trade permanents off to kill their Bone Crusher, or just crack food, just crack Trail of Crumbs stuff. Interesting decision. I think I'm just going to crack Trail of Crumbs stuff here. Set up to have a really good turn next turn. I don't mind taking 4 here. Opponent could have a good play, but they're going to have a hard time keeping up with the Doom Foretold without... well, that's annoying. Make me discard my Doom Foretold. Again, not the end of the world, just a little annoying. I guess I can save it if I want to. Ooh, another trail. Yeah, let's crack the other ones. Just get full info here. Skyclave. We should discard that one, I think. All right. Really like how this sequenced out. I'm going to no attacks it. They're probably sacking the Bone Crusher. The Lily's probably better, but it does leave them in somewhat of an awkward spot. And I'll actually happily sack one of the Trail of Crumbs next turn to be able to pressure the Lily. I actually wouldn't be shocked if they minus on the Skyclave, because plussing here is just not that good. Mire Train's a good draw for them, especially if it hits... Nope, didn't hit an escape creature. All right. It's actually interesting now because if I attack Lily, they can trade, but then they lose it. All right, let's activate. I will take another goose. That sounds great. And another Trail of Crumbs, you say, huh? All right. I will sack this Trail of Crumbs. When we drew the land anyway, that is fantastic. And it was, we already had the triple black. All right, perfect. So now I get to attack Lily. It's actually better for them to not block here, believe it or not. Yep. I can even put the Skyclave Shade into play. That is very good. But then I can't play both of these. I am going to play both of these. That seems better to me than playing the Shade, even though the Shade would be good. You could sacrifice that Mire Triton. That would be excellent. Thank you very much. Killed a goose. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, they milled a Cruxa too? That's very annoying. I'm at a high enough life total that it's not the end of the world, but yeah, that was about the best thing they could have hit. Okay, I should have had a stop in my upkeep. This is really annoying. I guess I sacrificed the Skyclave. Take a pathway, I guess. And Triumph, I guess. Alright, we'll make white mana. I do think I'm going to cast the Shade. Mostly just to have something to sack next turn. Nice thing here is my life total is so high I can just take the hit from Cruxa and not really have it bother me all that much. I'm going to pass the turn with no hand, which is unfortunate. Okay. There's many damages happening here. Well, opponent is empty-handed. I am going to actually crack this now. And whiff. You'll love to see it. Can't pay for that one. Did not go very well. All right. The sheer inability to draw relevant things has been very annoying. My Doom for Toll does look like it's finally going to do something, though. Either hits the Cruxa or the Liliana here. Seems like Lily. Yeah, that makes sense. I cannot block, so I'm taking a lot again. Full 13. Ugh. Alright, can we draw an Eerie Ultimatum? Can we draw an Eerie Ultimatum? Finally! Put this card in your deck to draw it, huh? Oh my god. This is not gonna end well for the opponent. Let's put this on the stack, huh? Yeah, oh my goodness. Oh my. Whole bunch of stuff happening here. And sure, we'll bring back the Skyclave Shade. Why not? That was a lot of things. Very, very many things. Let's exile this. Sure. I guess I could exile the Doom for Toll. I don't know that it doesn't actually do anything, so sure, do that. Yeah, that's all she wrote there. All right, let's try the next game. You know, that's why we play these cards. You finally draw one, and then the game is just way done. Given that I saw Liliana, should I have ECD in? I think the Shade was kind of underwhelming. It was okay. Yeah, alright. I mean, that's why we play Eerie Ultimatum, because you have turns like that and it just gets ridiculous. I do kind of think, though, that they might just be better as Nethroids. Yeah, I can't get Doom Foretold back, or Trail of Crumbs, but I think probably on the whole it might be fine. We'll have to keep experimenting, but I wouldn't be shocked if that was the case. All right. Yorion's not a bad draw. I would like to hit a land here, but I've got a great hand. Finally got to keep a 7 too, which is nice. How much do I care about this card? Honestly, it's not enough to Blood Chief's Thirst it. I'd rather ECD or Elspeth's Nightmare it next turn. I think I am... Nope, I wanted to play that as white. Alright, well, here we are. Did a little double click there. It was a little too quick. Somewhat annoying. But we found a white source. We'll be alright. Alright, so we got all the green and black we can need. This Fabled Passage is getting white. We'll have double white then. Yeah, the mana's actually perfect because we drew an Indatha Triumph, believe it or not. Ooh, well that's going to be even better, I think. Yeah, I just want an Elspeth's Nightmare here. I think this is the perfect spot for it. I do think I want to hit the Mire Triton. It's because this is a better thing to Wicked Wolf. Although, how many things are in their graveyard? This can also like get them value. Yeah, the Mire Triton just doesn't matter. And now I can like Blood Chief's Thirst something plus play a Golden Egg next turn if I want to. I even get to duress them and take a removal spell before I play a Wicked Wolf. What do they got there? Actual nothing. Although taking the graveyard from this hand is going to be very good. So my Wicked Wolf would probably just die. I do think it's a good turn to just kill this, get it off the table, get an Indatha in play, and pass. I can Yorion next turn if I want to. Could also just play a Wicked Wolf. Would be fine. I'm actually curious. They might just hardcast the Ox. No, they don't. Okay. Yeah, I think I have to just play a Yorion here. It just seems way too good. So I have triple black, which is good. I have double green, which is all you ever need. I only have double white, so another white source is probably the best thing I can get here. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to Yorion, hit some eggs. Just draw 2 more cards. Just keep filling up the hand. Great time to do this. They kind of need to kill Yorion because it's just going to keep getting worse for them, but it still was just a Mold Drifter here. Just a hardcast Mold Drifter that they like had to use a kill spell on, which is great for me. Oh, Blood Chief's Thirst, another great draw. Snap that off. It does feel like opponents kind of just trying to empty their hands so they can Ox, which makes sense. That's kind of how they're going to get back in this game. But, going to be tough. Ooh, Crux on me. Well, they can't bring that back yet. What do I want to discard here? Probably the second wolf. I already have one. I don't really need another. It's not even good against what my opponent has happening here. Another Croxa, huh? Alright, so mono Croxes. I do think now I can get rid of this Indatha. I'm going to want this at some point soon. Oh, now I wish I'd pitched that, but, you know, it is what it is. The opponent's almost certainly going to Ox here. Definitely a good turn for them, although I don't know if it's going to be enough. So I can't Visionary plus Yorion unless I draw land. Well, I do kind of want to draw land. Let's start with that. I didn't really want to tap both my white sources to do this. Great. I'd love to see it. Alright, well, I think this one's still supposed to get a forest. Yeah, I think I'm just not going to do anything. I'm not at a very low... I'm not like at a super low life total. Opponent has some things they can do here that would be scary, but I can just make another food with the goose this turn. I'm kind of happy to do it. The Scavenger, okay. Soul Guide Lantern. Oh, it's because I got him with the Eerie. I was going to say, it doesn't do very much against me at all, but I did get him with the Eerie Ultimatum last game, so they're playing around it, I guess. Liliana. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to discard a Bloodchief's Thirst. Alright, they are not very close to bringing back these Croxes. Unfortunately, my Nightmare doesn't kill anything, but it's probably okay. Oh, I need full control mode. I'll target this one. That pesky Scavenger off the table here. And I can Skyclave Apparition to Liliana. Alright, I don't need full control mode anymore. Get that thing off the table. And opponent's now out. They still can't bring back Croxa. They're a few cards away. They could sack their Soul Guide Lantern, which they might want to do, because they don't really have anything going on here. I still think I'm supposed to take 4. I think I want this for one more turn. 6 is not a life total. I mean, maybe if they had like multiple Croxas and I had no hand already, I'd think about it, but that's just not where we're at. The Channeler. Alright. It's not tap like that. Give him the nightmare. Yeah. I think I'm going to attack with the wolf. The question is, do I want to do something... Do I want to, like, kill the ox? How close are they? They can bring back Kroxa next turn. So killing the ox is probably right. Yeah. I will kill the ox. Kroxa's going to come back, but I'm going to have a lot of cards in hand. I'll have a Bloodchief's Thirst for it, so not super concerning. Alright. This deck is very trigger intense. It's an Agadeem's Awakening and a Balagad Recovery? Oh my. Oh my. I can't imagine losing this game. We are so far ahead. I guess if they drew like 2 Lightning Strikes or like Slaying Fire plus Kroxa's, I don't know. Pretty unlikely that we could lose here. Alright, we're bringing back Kroxa. Fair enough. I think I want to discard one of these spells. It's almost certainly Balagad. Even though Balagad's great, I just have an easy way to kill this next turn. Don't want to take the damage here. Another Liliana, huh? Alright. I think I can discard the Zaggoth pretty freely at this point. And I can just kill this, kill Lily. Yep, and that's the game. That was it. We got there. It's a long, grindy game. That's kind of what this deck is going to do. It's built for that kind of matchup, that kind of thing. So, fine place to be, but here we are. Alright, we got a Yorion mirror here. Sand's missing black and lands. And I don't have any early plays. And I'm on the play. I think this is a mulligan. And here we have a hand that's somehow worse. Alright, let's try 5. Okay, this hand can cast spells, I guess. Go ahead and put these 2 things on the bottom here. See if Doom Foretold's enough. Narrator's voice, it probably won't be, but here we are. Yeah, I'm going to have a green next turn, so I'd rather that. Alright, Acquisitions Expert's actually a pretty good draw here. Opponent, I guess, maybe is like, interesting. It would be a great time here to draw a land. Well, next turn, that is, but... I'll take your swamp, thank you very much. So it looks like maybe this is Esper Doom that we're playing against. Abzan Doom versus Esper Doom, the Doom Mirror. It would have been such a sick turn to just be able to resolve my card, but here we are. Alright. Still looking for a land, although I can now at least cast it because I have the Visionary, which is good. Are they going to play a Doom? Would be interesting. No, a Skyclave Apparition. Hitting my Visionary, presumably. Yeah. Still a great turn to draw land. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I imagine it's the Omen going first here. No, they sacked the Skyclave. Interesting. I would have assumed for sure it was the Omen going there. Okay. Maybe they just want a Yorion here with the Omen to get some value. That goes great for me if that's what they do. Believe it or not. Because then I get to just play a second Doom and get both of their permanents. Oh, an ECD. Alright. Well, now would be a very good time for my own ECD. Beautiful. And black, I think. I want triple black for all of my big spells. I already have double all the other colors. Yeah, we'll do black. Glass casket. No. Are they going to also kill my acquisitions expert? Oh, a treacherous blessing, huh? Well, Doom Foretold's not great against that. I'll say that much. Just letting him sack it. That is certainly the case. I do want to get rid of this Treacherous Blessing before they can blink it with their Yorion. I think that would be way too bad for me. Okay, Skyclave Apparition's pretty good. Take that one. Alright, Elspeth's Nightmare. Goodbye, acquisitions expert. We knew thee well. Alright, let's go to combat. It's only hits an instant or sorcery, right? Choose a non-creature, non-land card. Oh. Yikes. I don't like that. So basically I'm going to lose my own Nightmare. I think that's fine, though. I'm going to get this Doom Foretold in play. And my Nightmare's gone. They got me. But, honestly, for a mold of 5, we're putting up a pretty good fight. I mean, we're doing the best we can. Nightmare in the Mirror is really bad for me. I maybe should have got rid of it just to keep my graveyard. Although I don't really have that much in there, so maybe it's just not even that big a deal to begin with. Let's see what the opponent ends up doing this turn, though. It looks like they're not doing anything. Interesting. Maybe they just have like a counter spell or something? So I think it's a pretty clear sacrifice my Yorion and then bring it back with ECD here. I can make them discard, but I think this is the best thing. Gonna go ahead and exile those two things. I do think I want to exile my hand. This is definitely white now. Or exile the Nightmare. Apologies. Maybe they have like a Shark Typhoon here. That would make a lot of sense. They were like trying to ambush my Yorion with a 5/5. And I'll put this one in my hand now and pass the turn. Alright, so their Omen's gone. So, it's hard work getting rid of all the random permanents from the other side of a Yorion board, but we've done it. Kind of done a lot of the fighting we needed to do here. And now their Yorions aren't very good. Which is nice. Good place to be. Looks like it's a tough spot for the opponent. They're behind this Doom Foretold. I've got sacrifices I can make. I will sacrifice... Ooh, I was going to say I would sacrifice the Apparition next turn. But it doesn't look like I'm going to get that option, sadly. So it's actually curious. I'm supposed to sack the Doom Foretold. Getting back my Glass Casket's just not all that good. It's fine. I think I will sacrifice the Doom Foretold. Ooh, Agadeem's is kind of sweet. I guess it just gets back like a Yorion. Yeah, whatever. So I want to keep getting value. It's just about grinding. We started from a base of pretty low resources, so just trying to keep getting them back where we can. Opponent also had a Treacherous Blessing this game, which was just great for them. But we've mostly caught up. We are ahead on lands by 1, and we're behind on cards in hand by 1, but a Wicked Wolf is a good draw. Okay. Is it finally time to just run out of Naked Yorion if you're the opponent here? Interesting spot for sure. Oh, Dance of the Mance? Oh, that's horrible for me. Jeez. Alright. I'm pretty dead. Can I beat this maybe? That's so many cards. Oh my gosh. It's like the worst thing I could have possibly seen. So what do I need to catch up here? Well, the Abzan Ultimatum would be amazing if I could draw that. No, I get a land. Alright, tough spot. Target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. So I can kill that one with Wicked Wolf. And then I'm just facing down some stuff, I guess. Alright, I mean, I think that's where I gotta go. I don't really think I can win this anymore, but I think if I was gonna win it, it started there, probably. And I think I'm supposed to try to trade with the 3/3. Because I have Agadeem's next turn anyway. I'm so far behind. I don't think I can ever win this game now. Yeah. Alright. I'll see what happens. I'm super dead, though. Yeah, Dance was a really bad spot. Oh, now they have a Doom Foretold. Alright, that's terrible. Alright, I think I'm dead. Alright, so post board, these are all good. This is not very good, it turns out, in the mirror. Both decks are built for the card, it doesn't do really anything. Elspeth's Nightmare I actually think is good, because exiling graveyards matters quite a bit. Does it matter enough, though? Probably not. I think I'll get rid of that. I'm maybe supposed to have it. I don't know. That one's close, I think. I also think there's a chance the acquisitions expert's too bad, but it's fine. I'm going to go down a wolf. I think just 2 wolves. I don't think the wolf is very good in this matchup. They don't have very many creatures. Alright. This hand's good. And it's not great, but it's certainly a keep, I think. The wolf seems pretty bad in this matchup. Treacherous Blessing feels like a really big deal in the mirror. Maybe I should have some in my deck. Alright, let's start with the Triome. Alright, get a nice little goose in there. I think I'm just going to pass and make a food. I think it's pretty unlikely opponent makes me do anything this turn. Just more foods is good. Easy food. This is definitely going on white. Do I want to do anything yet? I could just like run out the wolf. It's not great, but it's fine. I think I'm just going to put Yorion. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put Yorion in my hand. Just pass. Feels like opponent maybe has a Doom Foretold here, which is interesting. They do. Interesting they'd keep that in. I don't think that's right, but here we are. Alright. Goodbye, Goose. You did your best. Oh, Eerie Ultimatum is wonderful. I accept. Alright, looks like the opponent's in a tough spot now. They do actually have double white, so they can play Yorion if they so choose. Okay, let's put it in their hand instead. Makes some sense. Makes some sense. And a little Maze Mind's Tome, huh? I'm going to run out the egg. I do actually get to get back a goose with my ECD, which is kind of sweet. Ooh, Landmark Visionary. I think this is better than Nethroing the Maze Mind's Tome. I do want to kill the Maze Mind's Tome. The Maze Mind's Tome is very annoying. But I really wanted to hit a land there is what I wanted to do, so shame we could not. Skyclave Apparition, huh? Alright. Well, here's the land we wanted. Oh, and we got that goose. Yes, give it +1. It's a 1/3 goose. Beautiful. So interesting what my best option is here. Nothing's particularly mana effective. I kind of like just jamming my ECD. Does seem like opponent might have a counterspell. Nope, okay. Get that Skyclave Apparition out of here. Get me a nice 3/3. Right, looks like opponent's going to ECD me. Fair enough. Skyclave Shade's a good draw. I think it's still better to hit their ECD than to hit their Maze Mind's Tome. And I'm just going to attack for 4 and play this Shade, I think. I like that I'm getting kind of aggressive here, putting the pressure on them to start making moves. This is where I want to be. The Nightmare, huh? Alright. Not the Goose. How you gonna do General Goosington like that? They also gonna play Yorion? It is a good time to reset the Maze Mind's Tome. Alright, so I think what I'm supposed to do here is this. Get to kill Yorion, put a 5/5 in play that's indestructible too, so they need like a Skyclave or something to actually get rid of it. And then I want to protect my Eerie Ultimatum, so I'm going to pay 3 life here and get rid of this. Awkward that I still can't cast the ultimatum. I guess I can. I can sack the egg. Alright. We can cast the ultimatum. Good. Good, good, good. Opponent is starting to fall behind. I don't really have very much good stuff to ultimatum back, but I can ECD them if I need to. Birth of Melodus. Well, it's a fine card. I do have lethal on the table, and that doesn't save them, though. And a Miria's Call, huh? What do I want to do here? I think I'm supposed to attack like this. The question is, do I want to force the Skyclave Shade through? Don't really think I do. I think I'm just going to attack like that, see what they do. You're probably still supposed to double block instead of single block, but all it does is make me sack a food, so it doesn't really get you that far. I think I'm just going to put more stuff in play. I think that's my best line here. And I do think I'm supposed to bring back the wolf. Kill this other angel here. Oh, man. I turned off full control. I wanted it. Alright, thank you. Whew, that was almost a disaster. So we have lethal on the table again. Opponent again needs to find something. Last turn they found a stopgap. It bought him a turn. But I don't think it fixes the problem. Okay. ECD is good. Do they have another Yorion? They could cast it. A second Yorion here would be very bad for me. Okay, that is just very beatable. I accept that. I'm going to sacrifice my goose. Alright, let's go to combat, see what happens. I imagine they're just going to block my wolf and go to 4. Yes. And I'm going to sacrifice this to make green. And then Eerie Ultimatum. Is it better to hit their Doom Foretold? Another Doom for Toll doesn't do anything. It's gonna hit their ECD. That one could matter when they reanimate a Yorion. The rest of their permanents are fine, but not that good. Crazy long game here, I say that much. They found a dance. That's pretty good for them. Imagine they're hitting the wolf. Yeah. It's annoying. Can I also destroy... That was with blue. That didn't work at all. You can't leave a blue and do that, man. I don't know what that was. Probably just the golden egg here, I assume. Yeah, I think I'm just going to kick this. I guess I could have just sacked the shade. Not that any of it really matters, if we're being honest. Oh no, I should have played my Aghanim as a land. Tilt. We threw! Honestly, I'm kind of surprised the opponent hasn't sacked their own Doom Foretold to itself. Like, that seems like the right play here, given that I have shades. Ugh. Do they also have an exile thing this turn? I was kind of hoping they're just out of stuff. Looks like we had a Blood Chief's Thirst. Fair? I'll sacrifice that. I guess Shade is better than Goose. Sure. Yeah, 4-4. Or 4-2, I guess. Alright. Kind of doing stuff now. Not going to say we're in a good spot, but we're kind of doing stuff. Opponent does lose both of these this turn. But they do get to bring back Yorion, which is quite bad for me. Although, what is their... I guess they lose all of their creatures this turn, now I'm looking at it. So I guess Yorion's blinking this, which is good, but not the end of the world for me. Okay. Ooh, if they had stacked their triggers the other way, they could have saved their Elspeth's Nightmare and exiled my thing. Killed the thing. So that's a little bit of a throw on their part, but again, not the end of the world. And all of a sudden, it doesn't look like opponent's in a great spot. They really need something this turn good. Or we will probably crush them. That's good. That was the thing they needed. All right, they found it. Well, that's terrible for me. I was going to say, I don't even have outs now because I needed my graveyard for like all of the things. Okay. Well, this feels horrible. Alright, I'll sec the egg, I guess. Does that do anything? I still don't have attacks. Alright, I'll give it to the opponent. They took a very long time to play. 10 more minutes than me, but they did defeat me. Alright, so it looks like Esper beats Abzan, which is a shame because Abzan's pretty sweet. That is what it feels like. It feels like they had better tools for the matchup there. It's entirely possible my deck's built poorly for it, though. I don't know. Alright, another classic no lands, time to mulligan hand. Oh, this hand's great, though. This hand seems quite good. I think I'm going to bottom the Eerie Ultimatum, because the rest of my hand is great, and this is infinite expensive here. I think this could give us the leg up in a mirror like that last one, but Elspeth's Nightmare really... Maybe I boarded wrong. Maybe I should have cut it. Like, the thing is that my Nightmares aren't very good because they don't have creatures, and their Nightmares are, like, very good because they kill my Landwar Visionaries, my Gilded Gooses, my Skyclave Apparitions, which I think is the real problem with that mirror. I should maybe have, like, some Scavenging Oozes or something. I could see that in the sideboard. Let's keep in ship. Goose. Honk. That's the Collins Mullins Memorial Honk right there. Red-black again, huh? Well, last time this matchup felt quite good. Let's see if it maintains that. Turn 1 Goose, turn 2 Trailer Crumbs is just so nice. Oh, they have the Blood Chiefs there, Steven. Unfortunate for me. Taking in Dotha Triumph. Tough choice. So I could play the Triumph and just get it into play. It's actually more mana efficient to play the Forest and then just like crack my food this turn and draw another card. It's awkward because I can't Skyclave next turn, but I can't put Yorion in my hand, which is probably what I'll end up doing. Palaka Predation, huh? Okay. Take another forest. We have many forests. Oh, I can't cast that. I guess I can fetch and cast it. I think I need to play this Triumph, though. I was going to do that, put Yorion in my hand. Mire Triton, okay. I milled an Ox of Agonaz. I'll take the Swamp. Playing the Fable over the Forest because I might want to discard. If I have to discard something to like a Cruxa, it's going to be the Forest because it doesn't cast Ultimatum. Or Maria's Call. Like, it's just the worst card in this hand by a lot. Robber of the Rich, huh? Okay. Ugh. Don't love Palaka Predation here. Good news is I get to just cast a Maria's Call next turn. They hit an ECD? What? Ridiculous. I think I'd rather them not know what I have still. Got my indestructible 1/2 now. Got a bunch of 4/4s. This is glorious. Let's see. Probably not attacking there. Doesn't seem like a good spot to attack. Let's kill this here Rabba. Sweet thing is if they try to kill this, I can respond and make a food and save it, which is awesome. Alright, Murderous Rider and Angel, sure. Do they have enough cards to Ox yet? They have exactly enough, so they can Ox next turn. It's good to know. Ah, Croxa. Alright, fair enough. Seems like they might Croxa instead of Oxing, which is fine. I think I maybe would have Oxed there. I think I would have. Interesting spot, though. Let's sacrifice this, but let's do it with green. Don't think the Wicked Wolf is very good here. I think I'm just going to get this Doom Foretold. Start giving the opponent the Doom. And they're in a pretty bad spot now. They can't Ox. They've got one card in hand. They can play this, but I'm, like, not close to dying at all. And this gets sacked next turn. Oh. Alright, that was a good draw for them. Was that enough for the Ox? Not quite. One away. So they can Ox next turn. Well, Skyclave Apparition was a phenomenal draw. I say we make a food. And yeah, let's just pop the Skyclave. So opponent can Ox now. They almost certainly will. I assume this is killing my goose. Maybe not. Oh, this I'm thinking Elspeth's Nightmare. This is just Mills. Oh, they're still gonna Ox probably. Alright, let's crack this and get a card. Ooh, a lot of interesting stuff here. I take the Nightmare. I think it's better to just kill the Rider and then get to exiling this again at some point. Curious what I'm supposed to sack here. A don't think it's the goose, even though it looks like it, or this. This is just my value engine. I think it's actually the shade, which is weird. Oh my. That was a very good draw. So I have 1, 2, 3, 5. So let's say I attack with the wolf and the angel. They have to block the wolf. I assume they trade with it, and then I get to bring everything back. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a great turn. All right. Still good to make this trade. And hit him with the Agadeems for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's a nice turn. I'll fight that one, I guess. Now let's fight this. Yeah, they're done. Fair enough. So I think all I want is Agonizing Remorse here. Everything else felt pretty good. All the graveyard stuff seems good. All the value stuff seems good. Honestly, I don't know what I'm supposed to cut. This whole deck seems good. It's maybe just Acquisitions Expert, but I think those are better than the Agonizing Remorse. Not better, but close at least. I don't think Doom Foretold is great. I think it's, like, fine. I also think I could cut an ECD, I guess. Like, I probably want 2, but, like, I don't want a lot. I don't think Doom Foretold is going to be great. Alright, we'll just get off the Doom Foretold train, I guess. That's fine. This hand's slow, but I think it's good. On the draw, I'm likely to draw stuff. I have actually good mana. I have ways to find more lands, and I've got a bunch of value engines. So I do think it's a good hand. Alright, opponent's gone to 6. They keep now, though. Probably just going to cycle eggs to start. Seems like the best place to go here. Just want to be hitting my lands. Alright, the thing I don't want to see is Robber the Rich. Mario Triton is totally okay. The card doesn't do anything. Alright, we hit a land. Perfect. And another land. Even better. It's actually a very good draw. Question is, do I want to play the Trail or the Golden Egg? I think I want to play a Golden Egg in case I draw a tap land off of it. Alright, we didn't, and I would have rather have played that, but here we are. Ooh, they milled 2 Croxas this turn. So opponent can actually bring back Croxa here. That's tough. Turn 4 Croxa is going to be hard to beat when I had as slow of a start as I have. Oh, they didn't have the land, though. Interesting. Okay. Well, Wicked Wolf should put a huge stopper into these plans here. Alright, so it looks like they had the land, but they just didn't have a red one. Liliana, huh? Oh, this like way kills my Wicked Wolf, huh? Yep. Way dead. Ooh, that was pretty low on my list of things I wanted to draw there. I'm like dead on board too. So I think I have to Wolf. I can't imagine winning this game. My opponent had a very nutty start. I feel like I really needed to hit that land too. Maybe... It's just too likely I die if I don't play Wolf there. They just have 8 power. I'm at 8. They can play Croxa. Like... If they have any removal spell in their hand, if I play this, I am just actually dead. Not that I'm in a great spot to beat a Croxa anyway, but... Here we are. I think I can pitch a Llanowar Visionary. I'm going to pitch an Eerie Ultimatum this turn because I'm never casting it. Are we shipping for 4 and sacking a zombie? Okay. No, I don't want to use it. I want to pass the blockers. I think if I don't draw land here, I'm like just dead. Alright, need a land. Come on, deck. So what can I do? And for the record, I have seen 9 cards since my opener. So I kept a 2-lander with some redraws, and then my next 9 draw steps had only 2 more lands, which is... I mean, this deck's like half lands, so... It's a little unfortunate. I think I'm dead here. I could have blocked Croxa if I drew the land and played the Trail of Crumbs. I could have made the Wicked Wolf a 6/6 that was indestructible, blocked Croxa, blocked another zombie, gone to 2, and been alive to continue playing, but as it happened, that did not work. So here we are. Same thing again. I will say, though, this time I do have an Elspeth's Nightmare, which is just one of my absolute best cards in the matchup, so I do think it's a keep, but it is certainly loose. Although, the other thing we have going for us here is we do have a Charming Prince, which can scry, so that's nice. Alright. Not doing a very good job of drawing the lands. Can I just see 2 lands on top, please? That would just be so wonderful. Scry 2. Alright. I do like this. I am actually going to top the Belaga Recovery because it is a land. Alright, let's get that Trail of Crumbs out there. I was maybe supposed to Acquisitions Expert there. I don't know. I really would like to draw land next turn, too. Would very much like that. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's like the best land, too. Thank you. Question is here, should I Trail of Crumbs again? Nah, I'm just going to play the Nightmare. I just want to get this graveyard gone ASAP. And if I draw a land next turn, if I just high roll... Oh, they milled the Croxa too? No untapped red source! Come on! It's like not that likely you'd have an untapped red source. I guess they have 2 turns to find it. Yeah, alright, they're going to find it. Oh, they had the untapped red source. Stunner. This Croxa card is good. Ugh. I don't really want to discard this Ultimatum either. I wonder if I'm supposed to discard the Expert. I think I am. Another Timuret. I've got a Shredded Sails 2. Let's pay Z3 life. Oh no! I thought that was in play. That was so dumb. I for some reason thought I could use that. Oh no! Did we just throw? I think we just threw this match. Not that. Yeah, that was horrible. I don't think there's another way to put that. I definitely shouldn't have taken Shredded Sails. That was easily the worst one I could have possibly taken there. It should have 100% have been this Timuret Calls the Dead, but here we are. Yeah, now I take infinite damages. Ugh. Gosh, that was such a throw. I was going to say, I basically have my only out is Skyclave. Skyclave would have saved me, though. Having Glass Casket in my deck here would also give me a shot. I don't have Glass Casket in my deck, but it would give me a shot. Does the Goose save me? I don't think so. Maybe? No, it just definitely doesn't. Alright. We're dead here. Man, it feels like this deck should be good against red-black, but turn 4 Kroxa 2 games in a row is tough to beat. I mean, that's like the very top percentage of draws. Also, I just didn't have the right tech for it. I don't know. I think I'm going to call it here on this one, though. Was a fun deck to play. Don't feel like it is all that good, but definitely sweet. Definitely one I wanted to try out. Think the blue Yorion decks might be better. Not super high on this one, so here it is. Happy I tried it, though. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Remember, please like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. And with that, talk to you next time.
I'm joined by Kyle Balgamase. Welcome, Kyle.
How are you?
Raja Suleiman with Orzhov.
Max McVitie.
Congratulations, Brian DeMars. Zach Allen.
I wouldn't be here without these guys, though. So.
And the champion of Pro Tour Counter-Attack here, Ari Lax.